Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, this video is going to be a little bit different. It is not going to be a haul. It is going to be me sharing my junk journal with you guys. I know that with a lot of my hauls, I have been sharing all of the craft items that I have been buying from Temu and Dollar Tree. So I really just wanted to share with you guys what I'm using all of this for, what a junk journal is, and hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. But I'm going to start off by kind of explaining what a junk journal is to you, because I know that I've been asked quite a few times, and it is basically a journal made from junk. Now, it's not real junk, but it's things that you would typically throw away in the garbage. I will say for myself, this junk journal, I am not using the things that you would typically find in a junk journal. Now, there are all different types of ways to junk journal, and honestly, I think you can do it however you want to. It's your craft, it's your imagination, and I don't feel like there's a right or wrong way to do it. But I'm just gonna show you guys what the outside of my junk journal looks like, and then I will do a flip through after I explain it to you guys. Just so you can see like what I created. So this is my junk journal so far. It is on an Advent for Christmas time that's devoted to God. And so that is why you see the book cover as the Nativity. But this is what I've done so far. It takes a lot of time, but you guys, if you want something that's relaxing, that is peaceful, if you need to do some sort of hobby to keep yourself busy, you can definitely do this on a budget. Now, you don't need all the crazy things, you know, you don't have to buy everything new. Like I said, most people use recycled items. Now, a lot of my items in here I have purchased, but I've also had on hand, like my paper, ribbon, certain stickers, you know, different glues, things like that I've already had on hand because I was a scrapbooker. So I kept everything that I've had. Thank goodness I did. Because I knew one day my kids would get a little bit older to where I'd have time to do some stuff like this. So I'm really excited to share the inside of this with you guys. It is so much fun, and I hope that you guys enjoy today's video. So starting off, I wanted to share what a junk journal is, and I'm going to read it to you because I'm still new at this, so I don't want to get anything wrong. There are a lot of channels on here that are strictly for junk journaling, so if you really want to check it out and see different types of junk journaling there is, I would definitely do that. But still come back to my channel, hang out with me when I junk journal with you guys. I really think that I'm going to have like a craft day that I do with you guys throughout the month. I'm not sure how many days I'm going to do it. I'm sorry, I'm messing with my hair. I'm not sure how many days I'm going to do it throughout the month, but I for sure want to do it with you. And I want you to know I will be doing my junk journal, and you can go alongside me, do your junk journal, or do any type of craft you want. Just because I'm doing a junk journal, just hang out with me. Act like we're friends. You know what I mean? Pretend I'm sitting there with you guys. That sounds kind of weird, but you know what I'm saying. So that's what I do. I turn on my YouTube and I watch my channels while I do stuff. So basically what a junk journal is it's used in recycled materials such as like paper scraps, maps, music sheets, book pages. What else is there? Let me think. Ephemera like stamps, ticket stubs, postcards, greeting cards, cute pictures, and it's where you basically put everything to like record your thoughts. It's a journal with a bunch of stuff added, not just writing, but you leave places for writing so you can write your thoughts down. Now I know some people just junk journal for the look of it to add all the cool stuff. Like say you wanted to junk journal for the month of January. So you'd basically journal every day and you would just add things into those pages, maybe that describe that month, or you can do whatever you want. You can have it mismatched. Now the way I am and the way my brain thinks, I have to have things kind of like themed. And with junk journaling, it's supposed to look really messy. Like not messy, but it's supposed to, like nothing's really supposed to match. It's just supposed to be somewhere to like collect all of your thoughts and things. But for me, the way my brain thinks, I have to have things kind of matching. So I think that that's going to be the biggest challenge for me, is like being able to just like, I don't know, throw it all down on paper and not like care what it looks like if it doesn't match, or if the colors aren't, you know, a theme or something like that. So I'll probably stick to like themed journals just because that's how my brain works. But I wanted to share with you guys, I don't want this video to be super long, but it probably will be. But I wanted to share some things that you can actually use to create a junk journal. Now, my junk journal, the one that I just shared with you, I did not do a whole lot of like recycled boxes and papers and things like that. Most of mine have been purchased or things I've had on hand, things that I've created myself and printed out. Only because it is themed and it's really hard to find things that can go with my Advent. So I have a bunch of stuff like thrown in. So I will explain that as I do my flip through. But what most people use is for their actual like shell of the book, they usually use, you know, like cereal boxes, food boxes. They actually will take apart old books, take all the pages out and reuse that spine. There is so many things you can use. You can literally use like lunch bags. You can use all kinds of things like lunch paper bags. You can make a whole journal out of lunch paper bags. You can even use envelopes and make a whole journal out of it. It is so amazing what some of these women do that I watch. It's so crazy. Now mine, I was a chicken and I went ahead and just used a composition book from the Dollar Tree, and I just had to take some of the pages out. One thing I will say with that is when you take pages out, other pages fall out, and I had to be really careful because I needed at least 25 pages left in here, or 25 days worth of pages in here so I could do my whole Advent. But as you can see, I'm only on day 4 and it's that big. So I'm thinking I may have to do 2 books, you know, half in here and half in another one, or literally it will be like completely open and won't be able to close. Anyways, I'm learning, right? Okay, so I wanted to share this huge mozzarella box, right? Mozzarella stick box. What some of the women do that I've seen is they will cut this part off, and the flaps here, so it's a book that can open, and this would be like the outer shell of a junk journal. I mean, this one's really big. You can use Cheez-It boxes, Triscuit boxes, cereal boxes, anything like that. Just depends on what size you want to do. And then I don't have it in front of me because I have not made them yet, but they are called, oh my gosh, what are they called? I have to look it up. I'm still learning the terms, so I have no idea what I'm doing, you guys. I'm sharing with you, and I'm on a journey too, so we can be on this journey together. So in each book, they have different signatures, and that just means like where it's bound basically. So you can have like 2 signatures in a junk journal, and each signature has like 10 pages. It's very hard to explain. But once I start making those, I'm going to take you guys along with me and do it here on this channel, and you guys can do it with me. So if you want to, again, you could do other crafts, but okay, so you can use boxes, you can use copy paper, you can use scrap paper, you can use things that are sent to you in the mail, because you can rip pages up and stuff. It doesn't have to be full pages, so it's not like you're gonna sit and read it. It's just for backgrounds. You can use, like I said, when I was explaining what a junk journal is, you can literally use so much, you guys. So in one of my videos, I hauled 2 little tiny silver spoons for the girls, and it came in this cute little box, so I kept it because it has this cool little window. So I figured I could turn this into something, and I could even use the tag. Like, you can literally use anything, you guys. I've been saving my mail that has the little windows in it so that I can use these as well, because you can put these in your junk journal. So I have like a little stack that I'm growing here. I picked this up from the Dollar Tree a few years ago. It is on, it's a word search, but it's based on the Bible. So I've been using this. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. I purchased this thinking I was going to use it. This is gospel hymns, but I needed specific music, so I haven't used any of these yet. Also, something else that I created, well, I didn't create it, I just made it, but I just bought doilies from the Dollar Tree and I tea dyed them. And I know one of you guys asked me if I could tea dye with you guys on here, and I definitely will in one of my videos. And something else I really want to try doing that I've never done is dye with avocado skins. I've been saving them. And then these are just coffee filters. So I saved the coffee filters. These were really easy to save. And then the last thing, or no, I have a couple things to share with you guys. And then what I did was I took copy paper. So this is a full piece of copy paper. I tea dyed this as well. And then I cooked it in the oven. You got to be real careful when you do that though, because you know, you don't want it to catch on fire or whatever. But I will share with you guys, it's super easy. Oh, this smells so good. It smells like tea. Okay, and then I took copy paper and I just cut them into different sizes. So we have that size and we have this size, and it's so pretty, and I love the sound of it. I don't know why, but I love the sound. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you, what you can use is just like, you know, wrappers to candy, wrappers to food. This is a Pocky box, and I'm going to be scrapbooking with my niece, and she's going to be doing hers on like movies and books and things like that. So I thought like this would be cute in hers if she wanted to use it, because she likes Pocky. Okay, so that's basically things that you can put in your junk journal. There are so many things you can use. You'd be so surprised, especially at the Dollar Tree. I walk around there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could totally use that. So stay tuned if you guys want to see more on junk journaling, because I'll take you guys with me on hauls. It's going to be so much fun. I'm really excited. But again, this is the junk journal that I created. It has all these little tags sticking out of it. It's supposed to just look crazy, really full. So I'm going to flip you guys around and share with you what I've done and what I've used and how I've created this. So I hope that you guys are enjoying this video. Let me know down below what you guys are thinking, if you have any thoughts on it, if you have any ideas on how you guys want, you know, videos to be. So let me know if you guys are interested. So, and don't worry, for all of you who do not want to see crafting, I'm going to still have hauls on this channel. That's what this channel was made for. That's why it's called Better Buys with Liz. But I thought it'd be really fun to add this in to share with you guys what I'm actually purchasing and how I'm using it. So I'm going to flip you guys around and share what the inside looks like. So this is my Advent journal. And this is the first journal that I've ever made. So like I said earlier, all journals are different, just depends on your creativity, what you want to see, what you guys have. For my first journal, I really wanted to do an Advent journal. And because I'm Christian, I wanted to do it having to do with Christ. So every Christmas for school, we do this book, The Advent Jessie Tree. I do it with the kids. It's not for school, it's for Christmas time, but we do it within school. And so the kids do their Advent that's in here, and they've made ornaments, and we put them on little Christmas trees that we got for each of them. And so for instance, day 1 is the light in creation. It gives a symbol, a memory verse, different songs that you listen to. And then it gives you your scripture that you do, and then you do the devotional, you ask them questions, and then you close out with a prayer. Now, the reason I went with this is because I do this with the kids, and then I'm going to go further with the adult section here. So for myself, this is what I'm going to be reading for day 1. So I based this journal off of my Advent here. So this is the Advent Jessie Tree, just in case you guys are interested in this. So basically it has one day or one devotion that you focus on for each day of December. So I went ahead and I purchased this material from Hobby Lobby during Christmas time. They were having a huge sale. So I went ahead and I just wrapped the book with it, and a lot of people sew it, but I just glued it and I used double-sided tape and stuff like that just because I do not sew. I added these little stars that I had purchased. I want to say they were on a sticker set from the Dollar Tree. Most of the items in here I have created and I have bought from the Dollar Tree. Just like these different ribbons. I just made this little heart out of ribbons. If you guys can see that, I just did that. Okay, so starting off, this is my first page. Now, this is not the first day of the devotional or the Advent. This is just the introduction page that I wanted to do. So basically, I literally just designed it however I wanted, you guys. I had these stars from a long time ago. I had like these little bows. I scrapbooked, like I've mentioned. So a lot of this stuff just came from that. I put these little, what are these called? Like little sequin things. Those I actually purchased from the Dollar Tree. And this star set here, if you guys can see it, this little star thing here came with these. These were the ones that came with the pack from the Dollar Tree. I just put this little band here. This I'm going to write something on when I do journal. And I just used like this distressing stamp and sponge, and I distressed this white ribbon. I believe this is even from the Dollar Tree. These are from the Dollar Tree. And then I just made this little paper here. It's like a little envelope that you open. You could take it out and you just journal here. You write whatever you want to. So I used washi tape and made crosses. I put a little verse there. So, and a little button there that does nothing. It's just more for looks. And then you just stick this in the little pocket here. And then I wanted to start it off by doing the genealogy of Christ. So I went ahead and I printed this out on my computer. So this family tree, but I went ahead and printed this one out and I just distressed it. All of my pages I distressed to make look older. I used this little ribbon and cut it and made a little tag to like pull it out. So what you want to do with your journal, if you plan on writing in it, some people just make the journals and don't really write on them or in them. But if you want to write on them, this is a perfect place for you to journal, is on the back of this here. But so I have that, and then I made like a little belly band, which is this ribbon here. It's like a little pocket. Well, actually this is a pocket. A belly band is open on both sides and you just slide something through. And then I went ahead and I found the verse that talks about the shoot of Jesse, because that's basically what it's talking about in that Advent. So that's why it's called that. So I found the verse from Isaiah 11:1, a shoot shall come out from the stump of Jesse and a branch shall grow out of his roots. So Jesse was the father of David. So Jesus comes from the bloodline of David. So anyway, so I wanted to make sure to have this in here because that's part of the Advent. And then you can always write on the back of this as well. I ripped it so it looked old. I put a border around it. I went ahead and just distressed a little Bible piece here. This is just like a carving from Scotland on a door, and this is the lineage of Jesse, so his family tree basically. And I made this envelope from paper, and I made this little wax seal from hot glue and just ribbon. So you just open this up and you could put whatever in it. These were scraps that I had, so I am going to use them to just write something on the back. I could just write a verse. I could write the name of the verse. Whatever you want. You could draw, however you want to use your junk journal. And then this I just made so you can flip this down and you could write something here. So you could literally do whatever you guys want. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is the first time I've ever, I mean, I scrapbooked, but it's way different than this, honestly. Okay, so moving to the next page. This is my day one. It shows day one here, and this is day of creation. So I went ahead and collaged this together on the website that I use. And then I just added some stickers to kind of make it like, I don't know, pop more. So okay, keep in mind that junk journals are supposed to be like junky. They're supposed to have a whole lot of stuff. It's supposed to be kind of crazy and overwhelming. So that's what's going on here. So I made this little cloud, and I did it so I could write on the back as a journaling page. And I turned this into a pocket so I can push stuff down here. And then I also did the giraffe. And I just put little ribbons on them and used washi tape to connect it, you know, just to kind of add a little bit of color. And then when you open this up, this is my day one still, and so it's the Light in Creation, because that's what the journal or the Advent chapter is called. And then so I just, you know, I created little things here and there. This came from a word search that I got from the Dollar Tree, so I ripped it. It's in the beginning. So I could do both of these for, you know, the journaling. And I just aged it. And then I did the Trinity here. And this is just, I don't know, just for decorations, nothing to write on. I did a little shaker card. This was like the first thing I made. And you could really tell it's the first thing I made. But I did the day and the night, so I thought that that was fun. I turned this scrapbook paper into an envelope, and so I just used this as a pocket to put all this stuff into. And then behind here, I just did these little star punches so that you can actually see this washi tape through it for design. And I did this so that I could write on it. This is my journaling page. This is actually copy paper that I tea dyed, which was super fun, and I talked about it in my video. But I just put this little ribbon on here, and honestly, nothing's really supposed to match. The only thing I will say is a lot of like junk journals, you know, came from using, you know, junk mail and magazines you weren't going to use anymore and stuff like that. And I plan on doing journals like that, but because this is so like specific to that Advent, it would be really hard for me to find stuff like that. So I just used a lot of my scrapbooking stuff that I had on hand, and I purchased more stuff from the Dollar Tree. So again, I just did all this little, like I made little pockets and put washi tape so that I could put these things. I have the earth here. I used a doily that I distressed. And I just, you know, I just put this so that I could journal on it. And then these are different verses that it talks about in day one. So I printed them out, I cut them, I wrinkled them, I made them look old. And then this I found on a website. So I just printed that out, but that's something really easy to do, that you just Google music. He's got the whole world in his hands, and it comes up with a bunch of different images that you could print for free. So then you just fold this back up. So I did his hands holding the earth, and then I did some of the verses that it called for. And then I just wrapped it with ribbon here. I put butterflies. I love butterflies. So I wanted to incorporate butterflies here. So these are from the Dollar Tree. These are not, but you know the Dollar Tree, they have all kinds of butterflies. So this is day two here. I used tea bags and paper with this. That was really fun. I watched a YouTuber do it, and it looked so cool, and it really was, and it was really easy. So this is the first sin. Jesus Loves Me is one of the songs. So this is the song that I printed out from online. So I wanted to have the title here. And then I found this picture on Wikipedia, but this paper here is from a pack that I got from the Dollar Tree. I wanted to put apples here. And then here I just used tissue paper, and I did the same thing I did with the tea bags. Maybe I'll have to show you guys how to do that. But I just, when I was on the website that I create stuff, I just put an apple like with this snake, and then I thought that that would go good with this. I tried to hand sew, you guys, and that's what it looked like, because I tried to use that little handheld thing, and I'll be doing that in a review to explain it to you guys on what I thought of it. But it didn't work out too well, as you can see, so I used my hand. That didn't go too well either. But I just used this tea bag, or I'm sorry, this tea dyed paper here, and I turned it into somewhere where I can journal. Ribbon that I just cut. This is the ribbon, the thick ribbon that's actually from the Dollar Tree for Valentine's Day. Okay, so this one I found on the internet. I used the tea bag as well. I thought it'd look really cool because it ages it. And then I just used a green paper and one of my, I forget what they're called, but it's one of the things like you rub on it and it makes the imprint of it, and then I distressed it. It's like leaves. So I thought that that would be perfect for, you know, the Garden of Eden. So then I just used this tea-dyed doily, and I found these little animals as well as this here. I thought that this looked like Eve, like in the garden. I thought it looked cool. Then I just stapled this so I could make a little folding thing here. And then this is the belly band that I was telling you guys about. So I just distressed it. I attached this little ribbon and a little piece of paper to write on. And I had this charm from when I always made jewelry. So I had that because I used to make jewelry and earrings all the time and bracelets and all kinds of stuff. So I had this cross still. So I attached that. And then so again, this is a belly band. But this is one of the songs that is in Advent. I did this paper here for journaling. These are the words to one of the songs, and I just added a ribbon to it. And then this is a couple of the verses that I'm going to be reading when I do the Advent. So that's that. And then it opens up, and I have my word search for the Garden of Eden. And then I had this really big paper clip, and I printed out one of the apples that I have on my PDF download, and I laminated it, and I did 2 of them. But so I took fabric and I hand sewed this as well, and then I used a little brad, but I put one of these little trees for the Garden of Eden, and I tried to find fabric that looked good with it. And then I found this and I added Garden of Eden to it. And then I have a little spot where I can write. And then all of these are just papers to write verses on, or my thoughts, or how I felt about Advent for, you know, what the Bible was talking about in this specific, on this specific day. I took one of my stickers that I love from Temu, and I just distressed it. So this is supposed to cover that, because you're supposed to like cover things up and put things in pockets, and this is why I'm really using this, is to hold this down. But I also kept finding that this was getting like bent and like, you know, is moving around, so I just attached this with it. So I take this whole page here and I just attach this to the whole thing there. Oops. And then I always have to, and honestly guys, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just adding little things that I have. I had these little leaves on my PDF, and then this is some of the verses that are in that that Advent for that day. And then flipping over here, this is going to be day 3, and this is inside the ark. So I just did this wave, and then here I just cut this out, distressed it, cut this out, distressed it. And then this bag, you guys, is the Christmas bag from the Dollar Tree, and I just used it like this because I thought the green would be kind of cool because Noah's Ark was in the water and then it was on land, so I thought that went well. And so I used this as a pocket to put this in. And so here I used a bag from the Dollar Tree, and I cut off the back side because it was too thick, but I used this just so it looks like water. And then here's my little pocket. Now this is the little ID pouches that I got from Temu as well, and I just cut the top off and I made like half a circle here with one of my little punch outs. I didn't do to this, I didn't age it. I need to go back and age it, I just noticed that. But I made this little book of like pairs of animals. So, you know, because that's what was on the ark. So I just took some of the animals, and I just thought that it would be cool to have, you know, the pairs. So I did a few of them, and I put them in this little pocket pouch here because I thought this was kind of cute because you could see through it as well. So we have that, and then this just goes here, and then I have this, which is just paper that I distressed, and I actually used a playing card, or it's a flash card. I think this is a flash card under here. What is this? What did I use? Oh, I can't open it. But yeah, and then I used washi tape. But so I used this. And you know what paper this is? This is the paper that I bought. It was in a Temu haul, and it's like lined brown paper. And I use one sheet when I'm showing stuff to you guys. I use the back of it so it's not blurry. I'm not sure if you guys know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you do. It's this. Let me see. I think I have the paper here still. So this is the paper. It came in like a little pad from Temu. And then I had this from when I did scrapbooking. It was for a baby, but I thought it was cute, so I added it there. I just distressed my composition book. And then here's a verse from Genesis 5. And then I went ahead and I cut out this, and I used a 3D like mounting sticker so it kind of sticks out. This is, you know, I made it look like Mount Ararat, where Noah's Ark was. And then these are just, this is a verse that it tells us to read. And so you open it up or unfold it here, and these are some of the verses. And I just put places that I can write on. Uh-oh, that's coming up. I need to glue that down better. And you could see there's little clouds here. This is a little post-it that I just cut the tab off and I tea-dyed it. But that's somewhere to journal. And then we have this little tag that I made. This I already had. It came with this in the baby book. You can kind of tell, but I don't care. It reminds me of back in the day. I made it for my godson. I made him a scrapbook, so it reminds me of him. And then this is in my downloadable thing. And then I just put a little sticker there, just somewhere else to write on. And then, let's see here. This is actually, I forgot how I did this, but this is attached. I did a rainbow with the verse, and then on the back there's more verses. So, and then this is my favorite part. So I made this to be like a window, right? Because they let the dove out to go see if it was gonna bring back the branch. And so you open it and you can see the dove, and I just cut out a piece of an olive branch and I just put it near her beak or his beak. And that's where our day 3 shows. Here's the verse that talks about the dove, and then this is somewhere where I could write something. So that is my favorite part, you guys. And then after that, you're supposed to flip it open, and God gave us the promise with the rainbow. So I just used the composition book here as well, just aged it and distressed it. This was actually from a St. Patty's Day kit, and I literally got it just so I can use this rainbow because I thought it was so cute. But I really like this one. I love this one. This one's pretty exciting for me. Feels good to create stuff like this. I don't even want to write in it, you guys, to be honest, because I don't want to mess it up. I do not have pretty handwriting and I just feel like I'm going to ruin it. Let me see if I can, no, I'm not going to attach that. Okay, so the next page, this is the last page that I have finished, and I'm on day 4. Okay, so this is day 4. I have not completed this one yet because I still have to put day 4, you know, like how I have it on, where is it? How I have each day, like this here, and then how I have the title. I haven't done that on here yet, so I still have to add that. But basically, this is when Abraham is sent off to the new land. And so I found this photo on Wikipedia under Abraham, so I put that in here. This is like a little framed card that I purchased from Hobby Lobby on sale, and I just decorated it. This is one of my stickers from Temu, Dollar Tree, and then these are Dollar Tree. And then so I purchased from Temu this little snap gadget that you can put snaps, and it actually worked with the paper. So what I did here is I turned this just into somewhere else to have decorations. So I have Abraham's journey, and I went ahead and this is on my PDF. I found this in Wikipedia too. And then I went ahead and did the camels walking, the camel here, a tent, and I just distressed everything and just added a little bit of little touches to it. And then here, these are 2 of the songs that go with this Advent, and I have places on the back to write. And then here is another verse or verses from the Bible that talks about this. I found this on my website that I create. And then on the back of this, I just turned it into somewhere where I can journal. So I did doilies, I turned them into little pockets, and I just wanted to cover this. And I put this here because of the 12 tribes, you know, the stars that they talk about in the Bible. I turned this into a little writing piece. I put the little sticker, and I used this ribbon to cover up my brads because that was driving me nuts. So I just covered it with that. I put a little ribbon here, and then this here is a little wax seal that I created. I didn't create it. I watched another YouTuber do it, but they literally used hot glue and quarters. It is so cool, okay? And then any type of sticker, fabric, piece of paper, design underneath. And you could barely see it, but it's actually the fabric that I had left over from this, and it has some of the stars on it, so I thought it would be cool to use on this page as well. So I turned this into like a little like clip. See how that holds it in? So I only glued a little section of it. And so this is also a piece of paper that you can open up and write on or draw, do whatever you want with, and also you can write on this as well. So I made this. So this goes back here. Okay, and here I thought it would be cool to do the 12 tribes of Israel because they came from Abraham. This is the parentage of Jacob's 12 sons. So this you could just pull off here and see it like that. These I created on tabs. I literally got from the Dollar Tree, and they're just the white tags that like you find where they have like the little round stickers with the 25 cents and stuff for, you know, if you're gonna sell stuff like at a garage sale or if you have a little store or something. But I went ahead and did the 12 tribes, so I did their symbol and the name. So I gathered them together for whose mother it is. So basically these all here belong to Leah. And then I did, this one here is Dan and Naphtali. So this is Bilhah. So I did it like I gathered them, you know, for each family, like what mother. So this was Rachel. Rachel was the mother of Joseph and Benjamin. So I did that. So I'll set these aside. And then I wanted to do Judah differently. See some of the little what are these? I don't know, little glitter things, chunky glitters falling off. But I wanted to do Judah different just because this is the bloodline of Jesus. So I did his on a bigger tag and kind of off on his own because that one's special. And I just used black fabric, and I just kind of went over the top of the tent from the printout. So I made it more 3D-ish, if you guys can see. So that's fabric. And then this comes out. This is the 12 tribes of Israel. So it shows that there. And then this piece of paper, I use this button to kind of hold the paper down just like I did on the back of this one. So you just undo that there and you pull this out. I did a little fabric tag here. This is for writing. And then you can write or draw here. And then this just gets tucked back here. And so, did I glue that side? Yeah. Okay, so this is just a top pocket. So basically you just make pockets everywhere. You can use envelopes. There are so many different things that you can do with these. I'm so excited to finish these. I literally look forward to doing this, you know, when I can. It's hard because I homeschool. I do my own workbooks. I have my own website. I have the 2 YouTube channels, so it's just, I'm busy, but this is a time away from everything. Like I can just chill and do this. It's so relaxing. I'm loving it. So it's definitely going to be something that I do for a very, very long time. With this paper clip, I just hot glued it to the back of this, so all I have to do is take this off and put it back on instead of the paper clip. And then one last thing I'll share with you guys, because I'm not done with this yet. Let me know what you guys think. If it's something that you guys would have fun doing. If you guys want me to do like a craft with me and we can journal together or whatever, let me know down in the comments. That would be really fun. I would love to do lives, but right now in this time in my life, it just will not work because I have young kids and I have a puppy and I will be distracted and it will not work. But I can always pre-record the video with me journaling and you guys can do it alongside me. So let me know what you guys think about that. The last thing I see, this is what it looks like without anything. And this is the back because I haven't finished it yet, so I have to do this page as well. But I made this little, I don't know, bookmark, I guess. And I used the wooden stars from Dollar Tree. I just distressed them. I used the beads from Dollar Tree. This I bought from Hobby Lobby when it was on sale. It came in a kit, like in the jewelry aisle. And then all these, well, these ribbons here came in a set at Hobby Lobby as well. I already had this. I already had some of these ribbons from, you know, just over the years of collecting them. But I just gathered them together with this, hot glued the stars on both sides. I tied the end to this one because see how it's starting to fray? But that's okay. It's supposed to look old. That's what I want it to do. So I'm just going to use this as like a bookmark or a charm, however you want to, you know, see it. But it's supposed to have like little tabs and pieces hanging out everywhere. It's what makes it junky. And see how like I lined some of the sides. There's different things. You could do tags sticking out of the sides. I'll probably do that in some future pages. But this is my journal. I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me and seeing how you can do this. Now, know that you don't have to have it themed for Advent. It could be anything. It doesn't even have to have a theme. My niece is going to be journaling with me soon, and she's going to be doing hers on like movies and food and books and things that she is into. You could do it on trips. You could do it on travel. You could literally just have a bunch of random stuff in your journal. It really is just up to what you want it to be. So yeah, that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and I can't wait to hear from you guys. Be safe, be blessed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.